let's look at what is next. This is one of my all-time favorite quotes from Steve Jobs. I'd like all of you to start putting in this kind of thinking. If not every day, at least for today, okay? Can you all agree to that? Can all of you agree to that? Crazy thinking for today, at least for today, right? That's promised. Give me a thumbs up if you can agree to that. Can you agree to that? Very good, because we are going to be learning and practicing it. So, coming from the man himself, Steve Jobs, the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. So let's be crazy enough to think we can change the world, and we could just be the ones who actually do and make the difference. Now, 10x, what would you like to 10x? All right, I'd like you to unmute or raise your hand. You can unmute, you can say it out, or you can type in the chat box. This time, President Guy Ross will help, or Sarah Lee can help see who wants to 10x. Now, start putting now. You have a magic wand, or you have Aladdin's lamp. Now, what would you wish to 10x? Think about your life, think about your job, your work, your future, think about the world, think about your customers, the community. What would you want to 10x? 10x reduction in global warming. Could that be one of them? What else? Go ahead. Unmute and say out, what would you like to 10x if you could?
10x in medical services.
Wonderful. Yes. 10x medical services. Yes. Thank you, Angeline. Anyone else? What would you like to 10x? If you have all the resources and you couldn't fail, what would you want to 10x? Go ahead, Subhadra.
Oh, sorry. Unlimited time. Don't worry about time.
Wow. That is more than 10x. Hey, we asked what you want to 10x. You said unlimited time. So you're asking for much more, right? Maybe you want to 10x your recreation time or family time. 10x quality time with family. That would be great. Okay, yes. That's a good one. Possible? That is possible.
Peter,
you may have to look at 10x elimination of time wasters. Then you can have 10x additional quality time with family, right? Yes, Sarah Lee, go ahead. Tell me some of them.
Yeah, we have here 10x 10x growth in peace around the world. 10x is this electric vehicles, Floris. 10x delivery, the professional medical marketing. 10x in fighting racism. 10x treating cancer patients with modern technology. 10x for environmental management. 10x all-in-one vaccine. We don't have to keep on coming back.
Wow.
10x make all people speak the same language. 10x empathy. 10x quality of education. 10x learning. Right? 10x accelerated education and more and more.
Yes. Indeed so. If you can dream it, you can make it happen. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. Wonderful. So now, if I ask you now the next exercise, a quick, fast exercise, if you think in 3 different perspectives, right? What is your most important values? And what do you want to 10x for your family and yourself? What do you want to 10x for your organization and your team? And what would you want to 10x for your customer and community? And if you were to look at one that combines all the 3 together, that means one 10x goal that can help you achieve for all 3 aligned together, how would that look like? Okay, now this is now a different level of 10x thinking. This is now stepping up, right, to another level of 10x thinking. All right, so I ask you to reflect on this. If you have the answer, anyone has the answer, say it out. I'm going to give you one example, and then any one of you have an example, please give an example. We'll just spend no more than 1 minute on this quick exercise, okay? So I'm going to give you an example, okay? Look at this, then you will see it triggers your different level of thinking. So for me, right, I have thought very carefully. For myself, my family, I want 10x loving relationships, right? For myself, my family. And for organization, I'm looking for 10x talent density. In other words, I'm looking for 10x more talent and talent working together as a great team. And for customers, I'm looking for 10x coaching engagement. So combine all these 3 together, connect the dots. I found that sweet spot. The sweet spot is 10x high performance coaching culture globally. Just now at the opening address, our President Guy Ross said one of the visions of CCMC Alumni Club is coaching culture everywhere, right? Yes. Can you imagine if you work in organizations around the world, in different countries, you travel, you walk around and you see coaching culture everywhere. People all supporting each other, uplifting each other, making a difference in people's lives. Can you imagine how our world will be? Yes? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the relationships, how that will be? Can you imagine how talent will grow and develop? Yes. So 10x high performance coaching culture globally is one 10x goal that we are pursuing in ITD World that will help achieve my personal goals as well as organization and customer and also the community. All right. So any one of you now have an example of something you want a 10x that you can see if you do it, it will support you personally and your organization and the world as well. Does anyone have an example? Please feel free to raise your hand or speak out if you have an example. What would you want to 10x? A goal that will fulfill all these three areas that are important to you. Anyone? Hello, Eric. Nice to see you. Hello. Hello, Jesse. Welcome. You can type in a chat box if you want, all right? Or you can just raise your hand and unmute.
Okay, let me try.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I have just write down that in terms of self and family, the one that I would like to 10x is about caring. Caring of myself,
okay,
self-awareness, my health, etc., and caring of my family member. So that's the first dimension. The second one is about my organization. I would like to 10x the organizational health. I would like to develop the health of my organization. Yeah.
Okay.
It should be a healthy organization for all people in the organization. And the third dimension about customer, I would like to 10x what I say, wow experience, customer experience, but the wow one 10 times.
Wow.
Okay. Thank you.
Fantastic. So if you connect the dots within these three, then you can find one 10x goal that can help you achieve all of these three. It will be amazing.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Miss Ann, thank you. Let's
Thank
give
you.
her a hand. Well done, Miss Ann. Now you are thinking 10x, right? Exponentially. This is marvelous. All right, everyone, continue to think. Let me give you a couple of examples of 10x breakthrough goals, okay? Now, I would like all of you to set a 10x breakthrough goal. Think about it, all right? These are 5 examples, okay? These are real examples from real people, right? Okay, some people are in debt, so 10x debt reduction, 10x ROI, return on investment, that is 1,000%. I have seen people achieve that, by the way. So many people have achieved that. Actually, it's amazing, right? One good story example was our Chief Master Coach, Rick, right? Chief Master Coach Rick, who is the CEO of TRG. He worked together with President Guy Raz, and they did the coaching culture project in his organization in Vietnam. And over 18 months, he managed to show more than 10x, more than 1,000% return on investment. Can you imagine that, right? More than 10x. So that's amazing, right? What coaching culture can do, right? More than 10x return on investment. I mean, which other investments can give 1,000% return in 18 months? Can anyone tell me, right? Which other investments? Stock markets? I don't think so, right? Unless you're very lucky. How about casino? No? Casino? Slot machines? No? All right. Now, 10x productivity. Well, yeah, I was just talking to Joseph, and later we'll look at the case of Joseph Fernandez, right, from Western Digital. He was talking about 10x productivity from 3 to 30 focused strategic initiatives every month. Wow. Can you imagine that? He's doing 3. Initially, he wants to go to 12. That will be 4 times, and then go up to 30. That will be 10 times. So 10 times productivity is amazing, right? That's amazing. All right. If you have time, we'll show you how to. All right. Very good. Now, from 9 to 99% factory automation with digital connectivity for all processes by a certain date. There should be a date, right? Okay, that's another example. How about the fourth one? Does the fourth one ring a bell to some of you? Anyone in the area of providing digital storage? 10x product that provides storage to the world, right? 100 gigabyte storage for 7.9 billion people. Wow, I think this is more than 10x, right? This ITD World's one, right? Sarah Lee, can you say out ITD World's number 5 goal? Sarah Lee, can you say number 5?
Sure. World's best sponsored coaching program, 100 million leaders mandate.
Now, this one is absolutely a crazy one. Why is that so? Because when we decided to do it, when we look at it, right, it is 10,000x. All right. So if we take the baseline of 10,000 and this is where we start, then it will be 10,000x. So it's not only 10x. But you see, when you look at it, right, if you do the math and the calculation, right, to reach 10,000x, first you got to 10x first, right? You see what I mean? So you continue to 10x over and over again. So you 10x several times, like 4 or 5 times, and eventually reach 100 million, right? So from 10,000 to 100,000, that will be 10x. From 100,000 to 1 million, another 10x, right? Yeah. So eventually it is 10,000x, 10,000 times. This is absolutely big, hairy, audacious goal for sure, right? And thank you all for your support for being here today. All right. So now I finished the first area. Let me go to the second one. Let me show you the model. Okay. I'm going to ask a few of us master coaches here, right? Like Lynn and Floris and the others, right? To help ask these questions. Okay. I have these questions for you, but let me show you very quickly the concept. Now, the key concept behind speed coaching is that it is got to be simple and yet powerful. So firstly, speed coaching has got to have the power of simplicity. And this coaching has to be engaging and exponential in the way it challenges people's thinking. And it's got to be discovery on new things. So there you go. That's what speed stands for, right? Can we all say together, everyone? Simple, powerful, engaging, exponential discovery. That's speed coaching. Now, typically done within 15 to 20 minutes. Now, to do speed coaching within 15 to 20 minutes, you have to have an understanding between coach and coachee that we are going to go short, sharp focus. We're not going to be indecisive, beat around the bush, talk long story. No, you got to cut right to the core of the issue and go deep very quickly. So the intention between coach and coachee has to be clarified that we want to get maximum in minimum time. All right. Once that is clear, once that is set, we are ready to go for speed coaching, right? But one more very important thing is this. Let me share with all of you this, okay? It is actually embracing exponential growth mindset. It is not just growth mindset, because growth mindset is not good enough for 10x speed coaching, right? 10x speed coaching is embracing exponential growth mindset by rapidly breaking through barriers of thinking and limiting beliefs. So if you do speed coaching right, you can very quickly break through the barriers of thinking. And what they thought was a limiting belief suddenly is gone, right? They don't see that limitation anymore. They believe they can do it. That's the key. So if you have done 10x speed coaching successfully, at the end of 15, 20 minutes, it's like miraculous, right? Suddenly the coachee believes he can do it, right? And suddenly the coachee thinks differently. The thinking has been disrupted. This is the extent of 10x speed coaching. All right. Before I unveil that model, look at what Warren Buffett said. Look at what he said. I'm preparing you to receive this model. Yeah, I'm preparing. And I will ask Aaron to share in the chat box, okay? And also we'll give you a QR code where you can scan, you can download this model, okay? All right. Now, preparing you to receive this model, accept the words of Warren Buffett, one of the richest business person in the world, right? One of the richest leaders in the world. He said, business school reward difficult, complex behavior more than simple behavior, but simple behavior is more effective. All right. So I hope you understand when you look at this 10x speed coaching model, it's not rocket science. It is simple. All right. It is simple because as per the words of Warren Buffett, simple is more effective.